Hello guys, Belle here, going to talk about the Feral Druid and the artifact weapon. I won't be showing any spell animations because I did all that in the Feral Druid spell and talent preview video that you can find in the spell and talent preview playlist that's there. I actually did all the specs just like I've done for these videos. So, I've got to say I don't feral, but the different looks that you get being feral are pretty OP. As you see, it is the Fangs of Asha main. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I'll actually get in here and kind of show you a better look if you haven't had a chance to see any images yet. It's nice to see them wearing armor, you know? I mean, oops, sorry about that. Yeah, it's nice to see some armor on these guys. Maybe some ruse someday. One could only hope. A few things that need to be noted in regards to your artifact weapon. Your artifact weapon will grow with you. There will be no weapon drops in Legion. This will actually be the weapon you will use for PvE and PvP. So your main focal point in Legion outside of going through the content is going to be growing its power, doing its research, focusing on your order hall to be able to unlock all of those things. Now the cool thing is we're also going to be going over appearances, which as you see the appearance window is broken. Normally it brings you up here and lets you focus in, but it seems to be broken for the Druid. I'm assuming it probably has something to do with the tree. But let's talk a little bit about some important things to note before we move into the traits. So you probably notice here you have these relic slots. One is Frost, one is Blood, and one is Life. They differ for each artifact weapon. You'll be able to get artifact relics, and you'll be able to socket those in here. Now what that's going to do is that actually is going to grow your item level and allow you to unlock your different ranks here for your traits. Your left hand side here, you see I have all of the traits unlocked, of course, which you have the ability to have 34. I have them unlocked because I'm on a max level server for testing so that I could give you guys the videos. You get to 0.75% for every trait that you purchase. So it's to your benefit to unlock all of them. 0.75 times 34 is pretty nice. It's a pretty nice stamina buff. Now, the other important thing to note here is you're going to step into some of these ranks. So when you first unlock these, it'll be just rank 1. So you're not going to have the full amount that I'm going to be reading off here. That's important. And all of these are passive with the exception of one, which is going to be your on use. And that on use is going to be something that you'll want to put in a rotation. It differs from weapon to weapon depending upon what it does. This one is Asha main's Frenzy, and it's an instant ability, has a 1.25 minute cooldown. Unleash Asha main's Frenzy, clawing your target 15 times over 3 seconds for about 75k physical damage and an additional 223k bleed damage over 6 seconds. This also does give you awards 3 combo points. This is huge for a part of a burst rotation, so you're definitely going to want to make sure you macro this to your burst. This is going to be good for PvP on kill targets, and a really good execute here, and it's just going to be nice all the way around. And on a 1.25 minute cooldown, that's not too terrible. That's literally using it, you know, one time in an arena, maybe a time or two, probably 2 or 3 times in a battleground, and then of course in your PvE on your boss encounter. So definitely something you want to use and you want to make sure that you take note of to put on your bar and to be able to throw that into your rotation. If you want to see the spell animation, I did do that for the Feral spell and talent preview video that you can look on the channel, and make sure you check that out to know kind of what you're looking at. It changes day to day, the talents for beta, so I can't guarantee that it's the most up to date, although they're only a month old, but stuff happens literally from time to time, but you'll at least be able to get kind of an in-depth look. So we're going to go into the appearances as well, but let's go ahead and get into your traits, shall we, and see what we're working with. You do have Shredder Fangs. This goes up to rank 1. This increases damage dealt by Shred by 15%. You have Sharpened Claws. This goes up to rank 3. Increases damage dealt by Swipe by 15%. Hardened Roots. This goes up to rank 1. Your bleed damage will no longer cancel Entangling Roots early. Honed Instincts goes up to rank 3. Increases the duration of Survival Instinct by 3.0 seconds. Shadow Thrash goes up to rank 1. Thrash has a 25% chance to release part of Asha main's soul, causing all nearby enemies to take 149k shadow damage over 2 seconds. You also have Feral Instinct. This goes up to rank 3. Berserk increases all damage you deal by 15% for 15 seconds. Scent of Blood goes up to rank 1. Each target hit by Thrash reduces cost of swipe by 2 energy for the next 4 seconds. Powerful Bite, this goes up to rank 3, increases critical strike damage done by Ferocious Bite by 15%. Asha Main's Bite goes up to rank 1. Your combo point generators against targets bleeding from your rip have 3% chance to awaken the spirit of Asha Main, which inflicts a shadowy duplicate of that rip on the target. You have Razor Fangs, this goes up to rank 3, increase damage dealt by rip by 15%. Asha Main's Energy goes up to rank 3. Tiger's Fury generates an additional 15 energy every 1 second for 3 seconds. Open Wounds goes up to rank 1. The Fangs of Asha Main tear deep into your target, causing attacks to ignore 15% of the target's armor while rip is active. Attuned Nature, this goes up to rank 3. Increases healing done by Healing Touch by 45%. Protection of Asha Main, this is rank 1. When you shapeshift out of cat form, you gain 100% increased dodge chance and armor for 5 seconds or until you shapeshift back into cat form. Can only occur once every 30 seconds. You have Tear the Flesh, this goes up to rank 3. Increases damage dealt by Rake by 15%. And last but not least, you have Feral Power, this goes up to rank 3. Increases the critical strike chance of Shred by 15%. Pretty nice looking traits there. I'm going to do my best to get the look as much as I can inside this tree. It's a little difficult. I can't actually make the cat pan around quicker. All I can do is move my screen, and that's just going to make you feel like you're going to throw up. So I'm just going to let it pan around here. And let's talk about the different augmentations you can do to your weapon. So throughout Legion, in addition to building its power, you're also going to want to have different styles and looks. We all like to customize and have something different. So with these right here, we have the ability to be able to here, like you'll go through a lot of PvE stuff. The final version's the PvP, but let's look at this first set here. You'll do random things in Draenor or in Legion, recover Light's Heart and bring it to the safety of your order hall, campaign for your first major effort with your order. Just a lot of easy things this first one to unlock a different view. So this is like a light purple. This is the little more of a midnightish purple. And as you see, it changes the whole color of the cat, which is really nice. And then you have the white, which is so freaking legit. Now, while we're panning around here, Nature's Fury, which is the next set. As you see, it completely changes the look of your cat. You have branches coming out here. That's pretty legit. This you get from completing your Druid Hall class campaign. If this doesn't say Druid, I don't know what does. Here you get the armor of a tree, and you really get to take on that full nature look that is just intuitive of being a Druid. I really appreciate that. I really, really like what they've done with the orange here. I really, really like that. And then, of course, you have the purple view of this one as well. Now for Primal Stalker, completing quest lines, doing challenge mode dungeons with the level 15 keystone, as well as Legion Hero will get you this look. That's so nice. Oh, I really like that yellow. And then the purple. Purple anything's always nice. And then you have the blue. So that gives you like a blue-white type of thing. And this isn't really hard. Glory of the Legion Hero is not really difficult. I mean, when I say it's not difficult, if you're a PvEer and this is what you do, you'll definitely want to put in the time for it, but it's not like super, if you're already PvP or PvEing. If you don't raid and you don't PvE, you might struggle a little bit with that, but that's okay. Something to work towards. Finally, Incarnation of Nightmare. This is your PvP version, and I freaking love it. 2 reasons I love this. 1, because it's badass. 2, because it distinguishes yourself from PvEers. As a PvPer, I'm a diehard PvPer, we want to be different. We want to show people that we PvE, or that we PvP. What better way to do that than to have a different version of your weapon? You'll be able to unlock this prestiging, getting Crest of Carnage, just doing stuff in that you're already going to be doing if you're a PvPer. In my opinion, the PvP version of all these weapons was my favorite. I could be biased though, so definitely don't want to, don't take that opinion too much to heart. And then you've got the light blue, which is kind of the teal, the red, and I'm going to go with fuchsia on this one, but the accents are definitely legit. I really like what they've done here. I'm really, really happy for those of you that are feral, because I think a lot of options for you to just be different. I think we've needed that, especially when it comes to druids. I mean, I know that the different classes can be different, can have different looks, like the Worgen and all that, but this really allows you to work towards distinguishing yourself from others. So definitely pretty cool there. So that is your look at your Feral Druid. Make sure you check out the Feral Druid class video that I did on the talents, as well as the class order hall walkthrough that I did as well. If you're new to PWNCAST, make sure you subscribe to the channel so you can stay up to date on all the beta news, as well as just World of Warcraft in general. If you're watching this video, do me a favor, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Let me know I'm doing a good job. If you have any questions or there's anything you would like me to explain in further detail, please feel free to comment on the video. I do enjoy the comments. Let me know what you think. Tell me if you want to be a feral. Do you like the colors? What are you looking forward to most in Legion? I'm going to go ahead and get on out of here, guys. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.